Hey everyone, welcome back to World Update 001. Today we're exploring a story that's shocked the tech world and left many people asking, how is this even possible? We're talking about a fine Russia imposed on Google. And this isn't your average financial penalty, it's a $20.50 Decillion fine. Yes, you heard that right. This fine is so massive it defies understanding. Stick around as we unravel why this happened, what it represents, and the broader implications of this extraordinary decision. In recent years, the digital landscape has been at the center of global debates over censorship, privacy, and national sovereignty. As we know, platforms like YouTube, owned by Google, allow billions of users to access and share content worldwide. However, this power also comes with a responsibility and a lot of conflicts. As nations strive to control what information reaches their citizens, international tech giants often face the brunt of these tensions. Russia has been vocal about its belief that some Western tech companies wield too much influence over content consumed by its citizens. This latest fine isn't just about money, it's about a message. To understand why Russia imposed such a massive penalty, let's look at what sparked this response. Reports suggest that certain YouTube channels which shared pro-Russian or state-favored content were taken down. For Russia, this was viewed as more than a content moderation decision. It was seen as a form of censorship against Russian voices and perspectives, especially those aligned with its government stance. While YouTube maintains policies on misinformation, harmful content, and community safety, Russia has argued that these guidelines can, at times, interfere with what it considers national sovereignty over its content. The takedowns prompted Russia to demand that Google restore these channels, which the company allegedly refused to do. This perceived defiance set the stage for the jaw-dropping fine. Now, let's pause on this number, $20.50 Decillion. Just to give you an idea, this is a 2 followed by 64 zeros. It's an amount far beyond any real measure in the global economy. To put it into perspective, it's not just more than Google's revenue, it's more than the entire global economy by an unimaginable factor. So why set it at such a level? Experts believe that the sheer size is symbolic. It's Russia's way of underlining the gravity of its stance. Russia isn't just fining Google, it's sending a strong signal to all tech companies that, in its view, national regulations must be respected and prioritized over global policies. Whether or not this fine is payable, its purpose is clear: to push back against what Russia views as unchecked influence by global tech giants. So, what's the takeaway? Google probably won't be paying this fine anytime soon, but this is only part of a much bigger picture. Russia has long been tightening its grip on digital content, asking companies to store data locally and follow Russian regulations. As of now, the fine isn't enforceable in the conventional sense, but it signals a turning point in how nations might respond to perceived overreach by tech giants. On a broader level, other countries may see this as an example and look into similar actions to safeguard their digital sovereignty. The divide between global content standards and national regulations seems to be growing, with Russia taking an especially hardline stance. This fine tells us that, for Russia, no amount is too high when it comes to defending its digital borders. This case leads to some big questions. If companies like Google continue to operate globally, will they have to adapt content policies region by region, or even face more regulatory hurdles from other countries? And if so, how will this affect the open, globalized internet that many of us know? Countries increasingly want to shape their own digital narratives and protect their national interests, even if it means imposing extreme penalties. At the same time, will tech companies change how they moderate content based on individual countries' demands, or continue enforcing their own global standards? This incident hints at a potential shift in the tech world, where regional governments might begin challenging what has been, until now, largely accepted global tech norms. To wrap it up, Russia's fine against Google represents more than just a single event. It's a defining moment in how nations may approach tech regulation in the future. Whether the fine is actually enforceable or not, Its size alone marks an unprecedented pushback against the influence of tech giants. This battle between Google and Russia shines a light on the potential future of digital governance, where global companies might face the monumental task of balancing international reach with local regulations. Thanks for sticking with us on this deep dive. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments what you think. Should tech companies abide by local content rules, or does this sort of fine go too far? Stay tuned for more updates on this story and other fascinating topics around the world. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning the world around you.